Greetings and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota. Thanks for choosing to spend some time with us today. My name is Jim Grove, a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the center, and I greet you with Namaste. Namaste is Sanskrit and means the divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Each Sunday, we recite our declaration of intention as a spiritual center. The words from our website can now be seen on your screen. I invite you to recite this aloud with me now. We are a spiritual center that honors all paths to God. Ours is a positive message, inspiring our possibilities and offering spiritual tools for transforming our lives and helping to make the world a better place. Here we can find peace of mind, belonging to a spiritual home, and a personal relationship with the God of our understanding. We are here to discover what we already know. And now, as we move into our time of prayer and meditation, I invite you to relax, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing in this present moment. Now, Fawny Frost will sing the chant, "When I Forget." Please join in if you're comfortable.
Will you remember for me when I forget? Will you remember for me? Help me see what you see when I forget. When I forget, will you remember for me? When I forget, will you remember for me? Help me see what you see when I forget. When you forget, I will remember for you. When you forget, I will remember for you. I will see what you can't see when you forget. When you forget, when you forget.
Please join me in this prayer inspired by Dr. Ernest Holmes, the architect of our philosophy. Knowing that God is in, as, and through everything in my experience, I empty my mind of every fear and doubt. I condemn no one and no thing, not even myself. I forget that which is past and have no fear of the future. I live in harmony with people and with all situations that surround me. I see and feel the presence of good running through everything. I have complete faith that this divine presence reveals itself to me in every word, thought, every act. There is nothing in my thought about the past or the future that can in any way deny me the pleasure and the privilege of living today as though everything was complete and perfect. My whole expectancy is of much and more, of good and better. The future is bright with hope and fulfillment. The present is perfect, and no past failure mars today's understanding. Today is the start of my new and more successful experience of achievement. I give great thanks for this truth, and I live today as though the words I have now declared were already accomplished facts in my experience. And so it is. Today we have a double treat as our spiritual leader, Reverend Karen Wolfson, is teaming up with Reverend Dr. Dennis Merritt Jones. Their topic is the power of an idea whose time has come. Dennis is a familiar face here at our center, having given some inspiring talks over the past few years. He was senior minister of CSL in Simi Valley, California for many years before moving to St. Pete a couple of years ago. Dennis has written several books, including How to Speak Science of Mind, Encouraging Words, Your Defining Moments, The Art of Uncertainty, The Art of Abundance, and The Art of Being. He's also written columns for Huffington Post and Science of Mind magazine. And in addition to writing, he has been speaking at Unity and CSL centers in the area, mentoring and guiding people to purpose. But before we hear from Reverend Karen and Reverend Dr. Dennis, I'm pleased to welcome back Fawny Frost as today's soloist, accompanied by Bob Teesdale. This morning, Fawny is singing one of Bob's own songs entitled, I Bring My Light. Welcome, Fawny and Bob.
Bring my light, I stand beside you, I shine my light into this world. This light is love, it's all around us, we sing together, here and now. My strength, I feel the power, I add my voice, I join the song, I bring my light, I stand beside you, I shine my light into this world. Bring my light, I stand beside you, shine my light into this world. This light is love, is all around us. We sing together, here and now. Where there is need, I bring compassion, a caring heart, a helping hand. I bring my light, I stand beside you, I shine my light into this world. I shine my light into this world.
Hey, Dennis Merritt Jones here. I'm really pleased and honored to have been invited to speak to you for a few minutes this morning to kind of set the stage for where Reverend Karen's going to come in today with talking to you about your spiritual community. What I want to talk to you about is the power of an idea whose time has come. This is an important concept, not just for your spiritual community, but for the planet we live on right now, because your spiritual community has a lot to do with what's unfolding on this planet. You know, when the great baseball player Yogi Berra said, if you don't know where you're going, you might wind up someplace else, he was offering sage advice for anyone who wants to shape a life of meaning, purpose, and joy. And that wisdom is not applicable only to individuals. It's applicable to spiritual communities as well. Communities such as Sarasota Center for Spiritual Living. And what I want to tell you is that after 3 weeks of meetings, working together with your leadership team as one mind, it was quite amazing how we all congealed these ideas together. Consisting of about 12 people on your leadership team. This was a group effort led by the one and only Karen Wolfson, your powerful spiritual leader. Together, this leadership team has given birth to an idea that is larger than any one of them could possibly be, larger than any one of us could be, certainly larger than any one of you can be. It's called a vision. A vision statement is what I want to talk to you this morning about because your spiritual community, through your powerful leadership team, has come up with a really powerful, great new vision for your spiritual community. You know, the author Stephen Covey advised us to begin any project with the end in mind. In other words, be able to see the end result of where you're going before you start. It doesn't necessarily mean that in a vision that you know how you're going to get to the end result. You just know that you see where you want to go. There's a great Zen saying that says, move and the way will open. Move and the way will open. It doesn't tell you what you have to do. It just says move and trust and have faith that the way will open. This is what a vision statement does. We don't have to have all the details in a vision statement to know where we're going. One of the greatest examples that I give of this idea of the role of a vision and how powerful it is when in early 1960s when John F. Kennedy stood in front of our country and he pointed to the moon and he said, I have a vision. My vision is by the end of this decade, we will put a man on the moon. Now, listen, when he declared that vision, the technology did not exist to get us to the moon. He didn't know how we were going to do it. He just knew where he wanted to go. Of course, his motivation was based on the space race and all the other things, but it was still a powerful vision that was given birth to before the technology was given birth to bring it there. The vision was go to the moon. The technology, the mission was the Gemini mission, which morphed into the Apollo mission. And the mission is what got us to the moon, his vision. You know, Isaiah in the Old Testament, he says, with no vision, the people will perish. And this includes spiritual communities. I believe that we're in a redefining moment right now with this pandemic and all that's going on, that spiritual communities really are in a process of redefining who they are and what they're doing and how they're doing it. And those that survive and thrive will be those who have a vision that lifts them and moves them forward. Well, here's the news flash for you. Sarasota CSL has just created a beautiful vision statement. You want to know what it is? No. I can't tell you yet. Hold on. You may find out in a little while. The second part of what I want to talk to you about is after you have the vision, which your community does now, you have to have a mission statement that gets you to the vision, that puts wheels on the vision. We have to have a plan that gets us to that end goal. And the purpose of a vision statement is where we're going. Mission statement puts the details on what we're doing to get there. Would you like to know what the new mission statement for the CSL Sarasota is? I can't tell you yet, but it's coming. Hold on. So this is your call to action. This is your call to action to come as a unity, to come together as one and realize that you're all participating in something that is bigger than you. And the question is, where will you fit in? How will this new vision serve you? And probably the larger question is, how will you serve this vision? As part of this spiritual community, you have a role to play. You know, Buckminster Fuller, he was a great futurist and planetarian, and he referred to Earth as spaceship Earth, the planet as spaceship Earth. And he said that we fall into one of two categories. One is crew members, and one is passengers. And of course, the passengers are content to sit and let others serve them, to do what needs to be done. The crew members get involved and begin to serve the mission to get to the vision. So I guess the question that I would pose to you as you go into this next process with Reverend Karen, ask yourself, are you just a passenger in Spaceship Sarasota CSL, or are you a crew member? If the vision that Reverend Karen is going to be sharing with you in just a few minutes resonates with your soul, you'll become a crew member. And the mission statement will show you how you fit in, where you fit in, what you can do to arrive together as one in that mission. So the point is that the ripple effect of you through the CSL Sarasota organization will be felt worldwide. Let that settle in just for a minute. Worldwide. You think I'm kidding? Just stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you what your vision is. I'm not going to tell you what the mission statement is. Reverend Karen's going to do that. And I congratulate Reverend Karen and the leadership team and every member, current, past, and even those yet to come, on the great vision that has been cast on your behalf. So I encourage you to step into it, do your part. This is your call to action. This is the beginning of a whole new way of doing spiritual community, as you'll discover, and you are part of it. I bless you all. Have a great journey. Peace.
Thank you, Dr. Dennis. And hi, you, each of you. Hi. The power of an idea whose time has come. I am so feeling it. And I wonder if after hearing Dr. Dennis, are you on pins and needles? I am. Well, not really, because I know what I'm going to tell you. Anyway, if you're in suspense, just hang in there. But first, let's check in. You know, I think about you all the time, and I'm always asking in my mind, how are you doing? And I feel our connection. It's so good to know that you are out there. And what really helps is your emails. I love hearing from you. Just a short note about how you're doing. And if you're watching us on Facebook, we enjoy your letting us know where you are and when you leave a comment or two. And to you, our team of financial contributors, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're an absolutely essential part of all that makes it possible for us to share our message, our caring, and our connection as we're doing each week. And thank you all for joining with us today. You know, as I think of you during the week, I continue to affirm and see you as vibrantly healthy and abundantly supported in every way. So take that to heart. The power of an idea whose time has come. I have a question for you. Have your plans for 2020 been totally disrupted? Okay, indulge me. It's kind of a silly question. Of course they have. You can't make firm plans, get on track with your life? Not really. Doesn't it feel sometimes like that expression, the tail is wagging the dog? I know that feeling. And maybe you've had this experience at other times in your life. I know I have. You know, when there's a completely unexpected upheaval in health or finances or work or relationship, a total upheaval. Well, that's been the kind of year we've had in the life of our Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota, your Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota. Plans? Since March, when suddenly we found ourselves catapulted into a whole new set of circumstances, let me just say, it's been a walk of faith for all of us, trying to figure it out just one step at a time. I know so many of you agree that there is no denying we miss the special warmth of gathering in person, and yet you have shown up and participated in new ways of virtual connection and community. We're discovering a whole new way of doing church, aren't we? And still, too many unknowns exist for us to make any solid plans. But the truth is, even if we are not able to make definite plans for this coming year because of all the unknowns, that doesn't mean we need to proceed aimlessly into 2021. And so we recognized that this is a redefining moment for our center, and you heard Dr. Dennis say that as well. A time to create a new vision. Now, a vision is not a to-do list or a plan of action. It is so much larger, and yet it serves as a compass which informs and guides our plans and our actions in an orderly way. So, recognizing this, we engaged the services of my friend and colleague, Dr. Dennis Merritt Jones, whom you just saw in the first part of this video presentation. You've also heard him as our guest speaker on a number of occasions. Well, having retired from pulpit ministry after 25 years of leading a successful center in California, he has a wealth of experience, which he has made available to many of our centers now in the role of being a consultant. So with his guidance, we completed a rich and robust 3-week series of sessions. And by the way, they were all done remotely, online, via Zoom. 13 individuals were able to step up and join with me and Dr. Dennis in forming the leadership team for this process. These wonderful folks enthusiastically stepped up for our 3 consecutive Saturday sessions of 3+ hours each, plus homework in between. Well, I did some of the back of the envelope math and figured that there were well over 200 hours put in on this process. And I was so impressed by the wisdom and the caring, the insight, and the spirituality demonstrated by our team. And as you heard Dr. Dennis say, the outcome is a new, clear vision and mission statement for your Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota. Do you remember the chant that Fawny sang? When I forget, will you remember for me? Well, I purposely asked her to sing that song because amidst all the activities and the people in our lives, we can sometimes lose our way and find we're merely and sometimes barely keeping up, forgetting our who and our why. Or when a major unexpected challenge disrupts everything, like this pandemic, we forget our who and our why. Well, a vision remembers for us. A vision reminds us of our who and our why. And more than that, it nudges us forward into our possibilities. Now, many years ago, that was my experience. My who and my why were lost to me. I was confused. I just didn't know where I was going for sure. So I created my own personal vision and mission. And I can tell you that vision has pulled me back from the edge on a multitude of occasions through the years. And more than that, it continues to nudge me forward into my possibilities. Fawny sang Bob's original song called I Bring My Light. And that was so perfect a setup for this conversation about our vision and our mission. And I'm going to take the liberty of revising those lyrics for just a moment and making them collective. And I'm going to say them this way. We, because it's about all of us, we bring our light. We stand beside you. We shine our light into this world. This light is love. It's all around us. Where there is need, we bring compassion, a caring heart, a helping hand. We add our strength. We feel the power. We bring our light. We stand beside you. We shine our light into this world. Those are great words setting the tone for sharing our vision and our mission with you. As a foundation for creating our center's vision, we identified our 5 core values, and here they are. Spirituality, love, community, empowerment, inclusiveness. I'm going to say them again. Spirituality, love, community, empowerment, and inclusiveness. And from these core values came our vision. Now, this vision informs how we show up in the world. This vision informs how we show up for each other. This vision informs how we show up for you. And this vision informs just how you can show up for your life. So here it is. Here is our new vision. Empowering spiritual growth as a loving, inclusive, worldwide community. Empowering spiritual growth as a loving, inclusive, worldwide community. Now there's more. We created a mission statement that expresses more specifically the ways we will deliver on this vision. But first, let's look at our vision more closely. Empowering spiritual growth. I'm reminded of the wisdom in this saying, if you give a person a fish, you've fed that person a meal. But if you teach that person how to fish, you have fed that person for a lifetime. That is empowering. You saw earlier that spirituality is at the top of our list of core values because above all else, we are here to support your spiritual growth in a way that empowers you on your spiritual journey. And if you've noticed, the theme of our Sunday messages, our spiritual living circles, our classes, and our pop-up prayers, they teach you to fish. That is, they serve to empower you in your personal and spiritual growth. You know, part of the declaration that we've read each Sunday says, here you can find a personal relationship with the God of your understanding, not a God that we insist you embrace. And it went on to say, we are here to discover what we already know. How empowering to discover truths that you already knew deep within yourself. And how empowering to discover a God of your own personal understanding. Now our vision goes on, empowering spiritual growth as a loving, inclusive, worldwide community. Love and inclusivity have always been implicit in the fabric of our center and message. And in our vision, what we're doing is declaring these definitively and intentionally. We're saying them out loud as our compass, guiding us to continually expand our expression of those qualities as a loving, inclusive, worldwide community. And did you get that? Worldwide community? Worldwide. This is a direct reflection of the dramatic changes required in how we deliver our message of empowering spiritual growth. Thanks to the necessity of using the internet, the World Wide Web, as our means of communication and connection, we are on the threshold of being a worldwide presence. We already have people from coast to coast watching our programs. A worldwide community. Who knew? So, here's our mission statement. And you'll see that it identifies ways in which we bring our vision to life. We are a loving, inclusive, worldwide community empowering spiritual growth. We do this by teaching science of mind principles and other life-affirming spiritual truths. We explore, we learn, we grow, we connect, honoring all paths to God. We offer in-person and online weekly services, classes, workshops, affirmative prayer support, and other spiritual tools. We create opportunities for joyful social connection, community outreach, and service. And we celebrate the awakening of our innate spiritual magnificence. Our mission inspires us to continue creating more and more ways for effectively delivering all of those services and lots of new ones. Our mission inspires us to continue creating more and more ways for being an inspiring, positive presence in a cyber world. That is, all the various platforms available using the multitude of internet technologies available. It's a huge challenge, but it offers an even bigger menu of opportunities for expanding our reach and our impact of empowering spiritual growth. As Dr. Dennis said, the mission requires all hands on deck. It is a call to action on the part of everyone on board, of each of us. So we will be inviting your involvement. And let's be encouraged by the quote you shared. Move, and the way will open. Each week, in addition to those who are signed on members of our center, I know we're talking to people we haven't met in person, people we don't know. So why would those of you, I'll refer to you as friends we have not yet met, why would you be interested in our vision, our mission? Well, simply if it resonates with you, then you are a part of our worldwide community. And think about this. If each one of us personally lived this vision every day, what a positive impact we would have, one person at a time. For example, see yourself going about on your errands to the grocery store or wherever, immersed in the energy of this vision, empowering spirituality as a loving, inclusive individual. There is such power in this idea whose time has come. I am so excited by the endless possibilities that will inevitably show up as we embody these words, declaring who we are, what we do, how we do it, and above all, why we do it. This focused, dynamic energy cannot help but manifest by means of the Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota's expansion in every way. So will you join us in empowering spiritual growth as a loving, inclusive, worldwide community? We know where we're going. And as Fawny is going to sing along with Bob, ain't no stopping us now. I'll see you soon.
Stopping us now. Spirits on the move. We got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Got spirits groove. There have been so many things that held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go. And where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna get ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our act, yeah. And if you've ever been held down before, I know that you refuse to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing, nothing stand in your way, yeah. I want you to listen, listen to every word I said, every word I said. Ain't no stopping us now. Spirits on the move, we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, got spirits true. Ain't no stopping us now. Spirits on the move, we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, got spirits true. I know you know someone who's got a negative eye, and if you try to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna get ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our act, yeah. And if you've ever been held down before, I know that you'll refuse to be held down anymore. We won't let nothing, nothing stand in our way, yeah. I want you to listen, listen to every word I said, every word I said. Ain't no stopping us now. Spirits on the move, we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, got spirits true. Ain't no stopping us now. Spirits on the move, we got the groove. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, got spirits true. Come on now. Ain't no stopping us now. Spirits on the move, we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, got spirits groove. Ain't no stopping us now. Spirits on the move, we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, got spirits groove. Ain't no stopping us now. Spirits on the move, we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, got spirits groove.
Thank you, Reverend Karen and Reverend Dr. Dennis, for summing up our Vision 2021 results so beautifully. I'm so excited to be part of this center as it continues to expand with Spirit's vision for unfoldment. And Fawny and Bob, thanks so much for the rousing and inspirational music completing their talks so perfectly. And now, as we move into our time of offering, I want you to know that Reverend Karen and our 4 spiritual practitioners are here to support you on your spiritual journey by bringing you opportunities for spiritual growth through virtual community, connection, classes, and prayer support. And we're so grateful for your generous financial support of this center that allows us to do this. There are 3 easy ways to share your offering. On your screen, you'll see our website, which is www.cslsarasota.com, where you can choose a couple of options. You can select the donate button, which allows you to contribute via PayPal or by credit card. Or you can mail a check to our address shown there on our website. You can also set up automatic contributions through your own online banking. And now I invite you to place your hand over your heart as you reflect on your gift, blessing it as you share it, and know this with me. My gift goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper, and the divine flow returns it to me, multiplied abundantly. Now please join me in reading our offering affirmation together. I give thanks that I may share of my good, my love, and my support. And while we're showing you our website, I'd like to draw your attention to the green prayer requests button. We invite you to use this feature to send us your request for prayer support. Our 4 licensed spiritual practitioners, Kathleen Frankert, Ron Frost, Jaron Nelson, and me, are available to know and affirm spiritual truth with and for you in whatever challenge you may be experiencing. Here on our website, you can also sign up to receive our weekly email newsletter. Please also check out our Facebook page for posts about upcoming events. I have just a few announcements for you this morning. First, I'll be conducting a plant-based cooking class sponsored by the Center for Spiritual Living Dothan this Thursday, November 19th at 7 p.m. via Zoom, and all of you are welcome to attend. The link can be found in the weekly email newsletter and on our Facebook page, or you can email me at the address shown on your screen. I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible on Thursday as I share 2 delicious eggplant recipes. Also, be sure to catch the pop-up prayers conducted each week on Facebook by spiritual practitioner Jaron Nelson. It's a delightful 5 to 10 minute break from the day to treat yourself to an inspirational reading and prayer on a different topic each week. And finally, just a reminder that our Spiritual Living Circle meets via Zoom every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. This week, we'll be discussing the article entitled Authentic Compassion in the November issue of Science of Mind magazine by none other than Reverend Dr. Dennis Merritt Jones. All are welcome to attend. If you would like to participate, please email me at the address shown on your screen, and I'll send you the conference invitation along with the article and discussion guide. As we conclude this sacred time together, let us move forward into our day and the week ahead with certainty that each idea whose time has come unfolds beautifully in divine right order. Now, I invite you to listen or join in singing our closing song, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Thank you for being with us and have a great week, everyone.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God our Creator. We are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let